Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Studley Show. I am your host, Spike Studley. Uh, first and foremost, I want to thank everybody for supporting thus far. Uh, Before we recorded the first episode, we had 7 subscribers. As of right now, we have 41, which you know, not a huge number.
It's lit.
It's lit, like my sister just said. Thank you. It's lit. And I appreciate y'all. And I look forward to hitting 50 and 75 and 100 and the 200 and 1,000. And, I just, again, thank you for all of the support. As much crap as a lot of you give me, you are also, you're bullies, but you're supportive bullies. And I appreciate you. This week, a little different. I had a chance recently to reconnect with an old friend of mine from high school. Talented kid, man. He's a talented dude. He ain't a kid no more. He's younger than me, but he ain't a kid no more. After that conversation, as a man, I talked to a man that day. Gabriel Davis, one of the most talented people I've ever met in my life. I can't even start to describe just how, like, he's good at everything from, when we're gonna get into it, but he's into music. He's an actor. Everything that I've seen this man do has been top notch, and the conversation that we had about it was just fantastic. I appreciated. First of all, he's a busy man, as you're gonna find out. Crazy schedule, but he made time to talk to me, and I appreciated that, and I appreciated the conversation. So yeah, the usual suspects, they'll be around. Bones said he'll be here eventually, but he said that last week and the week before. So we'll see how that goes. So yeah, again, I enjoyed talking to him. I believe y'all are gonna enjoy this. You guys are gonna enjoy this, ladies and gentlemen. Gabriel Davis.
What's going on, Gabe? How you been, bro?
I'm doing all right, man. How you doing?
I'm chilling, man. It's been a minute since I was about to say it's been a minute since I've seen you, but it's been a minute since I've talked to you, bro.
Yeah, seen or talked, man. It's probably been about a decade, some change. Probably more.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm 32. Here, I'm 32. Been a minute.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I can't even remember where the last time I saw you was at. It was probably in the mall.
Probably, yeah. Because I was there for like
Probably.
7, 8 years. I think. 7.
Yeah, yeah. So you graduated '09, right?
Actually, 2010. You're
Oh,
right up.
you were 2 years behind me.
Yep, 2 years.
Oh, okay. So what'd you end up doing after school? You went. I know what you ended up getting into because we're gonna talk about it later.
Yeah.
Because I was upset I couldn't find it. But what'd you end up getting into after school?
I went to college. I
Mhm.
went to UNCC in Charlotte. I started as a music major,
Okay.
naturally. You know what I mean? Because in high school, I was all about theater, chorus. You know what I'm saying? We collaborated with the orchestra and the band a lot of times. I think I did wrestling probably for like a season, but then all of the music stuff and the theater and everything kind of took over. So from there, I went to college, music major, and it was classical, and I didn't mind it. I was like, when we get to like, you know, kind of experiment, and they were like, you don't really get to do that until junior year, and I'm like, well, I get something. I have a spirit in me to experiment a little bit, and if we're not doing that, I don't mind. But the classical all the way through, yeah, I wasn't really feeling
Yeah.
the program. It was beautiful. I met a whole bunch of great people that I'm still cool with today. I actually just saw one of them last week, my boy John. Um, And then while I was in school, I got into, a lot of acting again, and still I was making music. So after I graduated, I switched to mass media, communications, mass media, and film. And
Mhm.
then after I graduated, I was working a little bit, doing some independent stuff, doing films, doing music, and everything. And life be like.
Yeah. So where in there does print error fall? Where's that?
Printer actually was it was a college sitcom that was like, it was essentially the college office, the office,
Yeah.
just college.
Yeah.
And freshman year of college, that was when I was a music major, and then I was deciding that I wanted to switch over. But I remember the very last day I was moving out of my dorm, man. It was probably in June, and I looked on the wall, and it was like, "Are you an actor? Would you like to be a part of this sitcom that we're starting on campus?" And I was like, "Man, I love acting." And
Yeah.
I wasn't a theater major, but I was like, "This doesn't say that you got to be a theater major. It just says that you have to be an actor." So
Hmm.
I saw the dates, and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna pull back up in like 2 weeks, which is essentially what it was. I did it. I knocked out the audition, and then from there it was just, you know, we would go
Yeah.
all through the summer, and I think when school started, we was doing it again. I think we had 2 seasons. I don't think the second season was all the way through though.
Short lived, bro. I
Yeah.
watched I used to wait for those things to drop, bro. That's hilarious. I was so heartbroken when I went back to look for it. I couldn't find it, yo.
I
I was
was too, man.
heartbroken.
I think the problem was, like all of us were different years. So I was a
Hmm.
sophomore when the show started. There were some seniors. I mean, there was juniors, seniors. I think maybe like one freshman or something. And it was hard to keep the show going because everybody started graduating and everything. But again, I met a whole bunch of dope people that I'm cool with to this day. Every stage of my life, I always meet some really good people. We
Hmm.
we create some dope stuff, and then you know we go on about life.
Yeah, man. I wish I could have squeezed in like one more season though. You know what I'm saying? One more season. Cause
Can I tell you
it just
how I can tell you how it ended?
okay. Go ahead. Yeah, yeah.
So my character was like the comic relief.
Hmm.
Like me and Ali, which is my boy to this day. Um, we were the community in the
Hmm.
office. It was like a mixture, and
Yeah.
so our characters were like always very silly. We were doing quirky stuff. We was always doing something silly. But
Hmm.
at the end of the show, my character development made me take the space um, of the leader or like the boss. It was crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because I think that it was gonna be a plot twist that nobody was gonna see because they were like, "Oh, he's just a silly guy that comes in, does this stupid stuff, and then leaves." But at the
Hmm.
end, um, Quigley, I think was his name. He matures. He's like, I want to be taken serious. You know what I mean? Like I'm funny and I'm silly, but I'm actually very smart if y'all get to know.
Yeah. Dang. Dang, man. Yeah, that would have been dope to see for real. That would have been dope to
And
see
then
because I used to watch.
we went on to do Gourmet with Gabe. That was a whole nother character, kind of like spin off. I don't know if you remember
Hmm.
that. You remember that?
I don't. I don't.
So we were doing an episode of Print Error, and then while I was at this apartment, we went to some apartment to film, and I was like, I could cook something real quick, like since we're gonna be here. And they were like, you know how to cook? I'm like, y'all don't know how to cook? I thought
Yes.
everybody,
Okay. Yeah. 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 I do. I do remember that. It was a cooking show essentially, right?
yeah, it was a college cooking show, and I would just teach people how to cook stuff in the dorm. Like it's very
I do
easy stuff,
remember that.
but it was like if you got like these 4 or 5 ingredients, you can cook and at least you won't be hungry. The stigma is college students they struggling, they eating ramen, they're not really eating meals, they're just snacking. And the show was essentially just it was funny, but it was also like bro, you could actually cook in your dorm room especially if you got a stove or something. It was cool. It was
Yeah.
we did. I think Gourmet with Gabe had to have like 3 or 4 seasons. We was doing that joint like clockwork. I was working in college. I was working, bro.
Is Gourmet with Gabe still up there on YouTube, or they take that down too?
Possibly. I just think that Niner Online, if they see this one day, I think they kind of just rebranded everything and they were like, we don't want that stuff no more. That was just, you know.
Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna look and see if it's on right now.
Yeah. It might be on there. It might be on YouTube somewhere. It might be on Facebook. But it really, those times, and even like my time in theater and chorus and all of that, it honestly just, it's led me to where I am today and all the creative, you know.
Yeah.
It's like I got so used to creating stuff and just making cool, silly content before social media really got popping that I was just like, man, you know, I love creating stuff. I love creating really something that's going to inspire other people to just find your niche. You ain't got to be an actor. You don't have to be a musician. You don't have to do nothing, but something that gives your life purpose, man. You know, have some fun.
Yeah. So, all right. So, let me see if I can get this.
Boom. There it is.
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. My mom was in the episode. Yeah, it was like, and so that's the same page that had print error. So you might actually be able to go on there, dude. You might be able to find.
Oh, okay. See now. Okay. Oh, hold on. Don't tell me that.
You might be able to, dude. That's crazy. That stuff is still on there. It's, wow.
You got 29 episodes on here, bro. Niner Online. Oh, snap. Hold up. If print errors on here, I might cry, bro.
Yeah, go to videos. There it is.
It's right. Oh my.
There it is, bro.
Oh man.
Whoa.
Oh
bro.
man.
Dog,
Wow.
I was such a baby, bro. I was such a kid. Like, that's wild. So yeah, so I'm glad that you found this because it's actually gonna have it just got a different tag, NTV print error. Wow, man. Wow.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. There it is.
Oh man. That's what's up, bro. Oh man.
So go ahead and subscribe to that. Go ahead and subscribe.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do the same thing because I'm probably gonna go back and watch that. That's crazy show, man.
That's crazy. Yeah, oh man. I'm gonna have to watch it.
You had to go binge it.
Oh, absolutely.
Man, you taking me back, bro.
Okay, cool, man. Yeah, I'm glad we found that.
I am too.
I'm glad we found that. Oh, okay. This is another question I had for you. They're not gonna care about this, but this is for me. What happened to Road Talk, bro?
Road Talks, I'm still gonna do them. I just need to get on it again. I really just need to make sure that I throw it back into my schedule. I guess it's probably gonna be news to the viewers. I'm in the Army as well, right? And so that takes 70-80% of my time, right?
Yeah.
And so when I'm not there, I might be doing something else creatively. And Road Talk is also something that, even though it's that personality that I had in Print Era and Going to Gabe, it's that same personality, but I have to be inspired to do one. You see what I'm saying? Like something to be on my heart, and I'm like, you know what's crazy, bro? And then I'm like, you know what? This will make a perfect Road Talk. And even though it's silly, a lot of times it's just things to make people think. You know what I mean? Because I'm going through things the same way that other people are going through. I remember I made one about just self-harm. It wasn't necessarily about suicide, but
I think that's the one I watched today, actually.
You know what I mean? It's like everybody go through depression, man. Everybody's dealing with something. And I remember when I made that, one of my soldiers reached out to me, bro, on the side, and was just like, I really appreciate you doing that one. Like, it made me laugh, but it made me feel seen. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not the only person that feels just a little off sometimes. I'm like, it's the human experience, bro. And again, that's why I'm like, I take time to be creative in different ways. And then you also gotta be kind to yourself, be good to yourself, and find time to rest. Like,
Yeah.
so I'm glad that you brought it up because my mom asked me about it, my family, everybody always asks, like, what's up with it? I'm like,
Yeah.
just bear with me. But I want it to be one of those things where I don't make one all the time, but when I do make it, you're like, oh, snap, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I had got to a point where I was making them, but I didn't want it to feel like it was just content.
Hmm.
You know, I don't want it to feel forced and fake because it started off as something that is silly. Of course it is silly, but it's just a break in people's lives to be like, oh yeah, I ain't never thought about that.
What made you decide to go that route with it though? Like, what made you decide to get the robe and?
uh, everybody that knows me, even my roommates in college, um, man, I always liked having a robe on. I like how comfortable it is. Like if I'm right, the only reason I ain't got a robe on right now is because I wanted to be professional for this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm usually in a robe and I'm chilling. The
Hmm.
robe means that I'm at peace. I'm chilling. When I get
Yeah.
home, I've created a space of peace for myself. So I remember my sister, bro. The very first robe that I ever got, my sister bought me. I still have it to this day.
Mhm.
It is not in the greatest condition, but I remember telling her like I wanted a robe, and she bought me a robe, and I would just stay in it. And everybody's always said to me like, "Man, you're old, so you could be sitting around in a robe, be drinking tea." And I remember I was talking to one of my homegirls, and I was having a conversation. She called me on FaceTime, and she said, sometimes you'll be talking to me, and you'll give me some really good advice or something like that. It's funny, but I'll get off the phone with you, and I'll really think and be like, man, I appreciate that conversation. She was like, you should kind of like make a thing where you talk to everybody like that. And I'm a big fan of Bernie Mac, so
Hmm.
that's kind of like the inspiration as well, because to this day I watch Bernie. And
Yeah.
he was addressing America, you know, and he
Yeah.
personified America and he would talk to him. And sometimes he was being really funny, but then at the end of every episode, he'd be like, make sure you spend time with your family because you never know what, you know.
Hmm.
That's where it came from. It stemmed from that.
I never. I see. I ain't know that. I thought that one day you just was thinking. See, I always thought as like you just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was. It was
And people
hilarious.
think I'm being funny sometimes, and I'm like, I'm dead serious. I'm
Yeah.
dead
Yeah.
serious. I just have I'm very a lot of times I can be a little bit too honest, and I have to
Hmm.
preface people like I'm not trying to be funny or rude. I'm honest with myself,
Right.
you know. So whenever I'm talking, people will be like, "That's so funny." I'm like, I am. But you're laughing, and I'm glad that you're taking it lightheartedly because I don't mean any harm by it. I just
Right.
want everybody to be all good. So, my mom loves them, and that was weird for me because sometimes I might curse,
Yeah.
and that wasn't something that I could do when I was a kid. And my mom would be like, "Yeah, but you're not." She's like, "The message, I don't. We want you to be cussing, but what you're saying, I don't want to miss the message because of you might say
Right. Right. That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Um, Heart Rose Records. What's that about? Heroes,
heroes.
Heroes, Heroes Records. Sorry.
It's like a double entendre, right? So,
Well, I hear it. I hear it.
all right,
Heroes. Yeah.
heroes. So,
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure that I can explain this well without sounding like a complete nerd. So I know how to read music.
Hmm.
I do like I can look at a piece of music and be like, again, I did classically in high school. I can sight read and all that different kind of stuff. And then I got into college and I did as well. But I'm not I can't just look and be like, it's gonna sound like this. I've always just been able to hear music.
Mm-hmm.
So I know what it looked like. I know I'm like, oh, this is F, this is C, that's a crescendo, okay. But I can't really read it though. If you
Right.
gave me a piece of music right now, I'd look at it and be like, just play it for me, and then I'll be able to regurgitate it.
Oh, okay.
Ever since I was
Oh.
a kid, man, ever since I was like 3 or 4, I would just especially pianos, whenever I got around piano, I just kind of bang around. My mom would be like, he can play piano, he gonna be a pianist. And it
Mhm.
wasn't that. I know how to produce and I do know how to play the piano. I know how to make I know how to construct things. But I just hear beautiful music. And so when I'm working with artists or whether it be rappers, singers, guitarists, like whatever the artist or musician, I can just hear it.
Mhm.
And the hero is God saves me through music. I can very much be vulnerable. Music has
Mhm.
always been when I was alone, when I'm depressed, when I'm sad, when I'm mad, when I'm happy, I'm always listening to music. I had a roommate in college, and he used to be like, he's like, bro, I can tell not even how you're feeling, but I can tell when you're researching. I can tell
Mhm.
when you're listening to something just to get inspiration. Because he was like, you'll listen to the same song 57 times. He's like, I'm pissed off about it because I keep hearing you play it. But he's like, I see what you're doing because I know that you're taking this and you're finding inspiration to go write, or you're
Right.
finding inspiration to go dance, or um, an array of things. So Heroes Records, I want to do that same thing for other artists. I want you to come over. I want you to come in here, and I want you to be. And when I say saved, I don't necessarily mean like saved by the blood of Jesus, but I want music to be that safe haven for you.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? So
Yeah. So you write. I'm assuming you write music also, like your music, like lyrically wise.
you talking about the lyrics, right?
Yeah.
So that is what I try to I do have to explain to a lot of people. I am an artist, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's an artist in their own way.
Right.
But the art of songwriting is where I am gifted. Like, yes, I can sing and I can arrange and I can produce and everything, but songwriting is what I really love. It's like my passion.
Right.
So it's its
Okay.
own art form. And I think a lot of people miss that when I'm trying to explain to them. I'm like, if I'm listening to a song, I'm listening to the beat and I'm listening to everything, but I also am listening to how the words like dwell within the melodies and all of
Right. Is your music on Spotify?
that. Yeah. It's on Spotify.
Your
It's on.
music is on Spotify.
Mhm.
What's the how can people find it on Spotify?
You type in Gabriel Davis. You type that in, man. Now you're gonna find. I feel like there's this other artist that's like it's just a symbol, but you'll see it. You'll see uh, my vibe. It's like you'll see my face essentially whenever you get there.
Okay, cool. Cause I listened to a couple of tracks that you had on your Instagram earlier, and I'm gonna be honest. This is the first time I've ever actually sat and listened to your music,
Mhm.
and like obviously, I love music. Like it, I can listen to a song one time, and I
Mhm.
can tell you a lot about the production of the beat. I'm a big fan of like beat production,
Right.
and so like just your beat production was just amazing, like top notch, amazing.
Thank,
You sound fantastic, bro. Like
thank you. Appreciate that. It's taken
I've
time. You know what I'm saying? It's taken a lot of time and a lot of mess ups. A lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
I had to everything that I do, right? The production, the mixing and the mastering and everything, I had to teach myself how to do it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? I had because I was working with some producers when I was in college, and they're still to this day I'm cool with them. And they were the first people to give me a chance on like
Mhm.
recording my vocals. And I remember I worked with them for like 2 or 3 years on this mixtape. It's called the B-side mixtape, and it was a gospel piece of music.
Okay.
And gospel, of course, I was raised in the church. I was on a bunch of choirs and praise teams and youth choirs and all that. And that's where I got my first taste of everything. You know, listen to gospel, 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 gospel. That's all we listened to growing up.
Yeah.
And I was always writing things. I remember being like 6 or 7 writing like jingles and stuff. I remember being in English class and we would get the poetry and I'd be like, yeah, we in the game now. Like I'm here y'all boys up with a haiku, you know? And it was just always my passion, man. And I legit will again it goes back to heroes. I can just hear it. During the day, I last week somebody was talking and I'm very sensitive to sounds. You know, like that elevator thing. You know, you get in the
Mhm.
elevator. I'm like, wait, everybody be quiet. What song is this?
Yeah.
Okay. Somebody Spotify. I mean, Shazam, please hurry, hurry, hurry. And if I don't get it, I'm like, oh, dang it. Now I'm trying to remember like a line from the song, and then I write it and
Yeah.
lose. I'm like, I gotta hear that song again. You know.
Yeah. That's the worst feeling in the world, bro. Hearing a song and you know that song, but you can't think of the name of the song to look it up again.
Dude, there is a song, and I wouldn't. It pains me. It pains me. I worked at PacSun for 7 years, bro, and there is a song that used to play in that store, and I cannot for the life of me remember what the band was or what, but I remember it was so good.
Mhm.
It was so good, and I can't remember the name. I can't remember the band, and I'm like, I'm hoping that one day, I'm let's say I'm 32 now. If I happen to hear it at 45, I'm gonna be like, this is the song. This is the
So
one that I have been looking for.
you don't remember how it go when it's like you can't hum it.
I
You
remember
can't
how
hum
it
it
goes.
right now.
I remember how it goes. It's this sample. Either it's a sample or it's an artist, whoever's in the band, is they're going da 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 da. That's all I remember. And it was one of my favorite songs when they would play it in there, bro. I've gone deep. When I say I've gone down deep, um, like rabbit holes of trying to find it.
Mhm.
Like I'll go to be like, okay, this artist it might be 3 hours, 3, 4 hours, being like, whatever.
I don't even see how you could begin to do that, yo. Like I never know where to start. I never know where to start. I'm like I can't. I
So I
it's
know it
all
was like
good, I guess. Like
that's that's another thing about the songwriting. So I was raised on gospel, but I also love R&B, and I used to have to sneak
mhm,
around and listen to R&B when I was a kid because you couldn't listen to it in the
mhm,
house, right? But
right.
I love the theme and the love behind it. I'm not talking about baby making music. I'm
Right.
talking about like genuine love from the '90s, like I don't know, Avant and
Yeah.
Charlie
Music.
Wilson type
Music Soul Child.
music, Soul Child, Joe. Um, there's somebody that I'm forgetting, but you got the Princes, people that write some really good music, and then R&B. I'm sneaking around listening to that. I love hip hop, rap, naturally. Um,
Right.
country. Look, country is white people's R&B.
So
don't,
so
don't knock it, man. They be talking that
no,
junk.
okay. So I just got a gig actually. I just got a gig downtown.
Mhm.
It's a country bar. And I do their music bingo, but it has to be all country. So I have to come up with a list in order for the music bingo cards to flow right. I have to
Yeah.
come up with a list of 300 songs a week.
Ooh, different everything.
I can like overlap, but like you don't want them to be too similar every week, or people gonna lose interest. So for the most part, I'd say out of the 300, I'd like to keep it like 270.
Mhm. I got you.
You know what I'm saying? 270 fresh ones, I guess you could say.
Right.
I have come to appreciate country more than I used to. More than I used to.
Yeah. Just got to give it a chance. I think, and that's what all genres. I might not like something, but I'll listen to it to understand the appeal that it has to the masses. Now, country is different because they have a different way that they write. They have a different way that they layer their harmonies and their arrangements, and of course the guitars. You know, the beats, the kicks. Every now and then they might add a little 808. They're trying to incorporate different genres. You know what I mean? I listen to so much music. It's on a day-to-day basis, man. I have friends and family and everybody who sometimes they'll be like, I heard this song, like, and I like it, and it spoke to me. How do you feel about it? And then and if I'm like, oh man, I really like this, they're like, thank God, because you know how hard you are on music. And I'm like, what? I'm very hot or cold though.
Yeah.
So in their defense, I'm like, I'm not the type of person to liking a message. I'll be like, I don't like this one.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan.
So you still making music now?
Yeah, I'm making music all of the time. I'm working with a lot of artists. I'm doing a lot of features. I actually have some music that I want to release for myself. My birthday's coming up. I usually do like that as a gift to myself. You know,
Right.
You've been working hard, release this piece of music because don't just keep everything. Because I will keep a piece of music and be like, it's not finished though. And I often have to sit with myself and be like, that's the beauty of life. You know, you're never going to be finished working on yourself. So if you would have heard my music when I started mixing my own, like when mixing and mastering, it wasn't, I call it terrible. And people are like, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, you're just being nice. I can hear the growth in it. You know what I mean? I didn't know how to scrub the vocals and mix the beat and mix the vocals with each other. The vocals were just on top of the beat. They weren't in. So
yeah,
every time I release a piece of music, if you go back to like very first thing that I got on like streaming services was called Love Angel, like the Love Angel EP. And if you go back and listen to it, you can just hear it just wasn't refined yet. And then every single piece of music after that, you can hear, oh, he figured it out. Okay, okay, I see. And nowadays, dude, when I get locked in, there are times I'm like, I'll listen to something and I'm like, jeez. All right. I'm very proud of myself. I'm like, man, you started when you started writing at 7, and then you started recording at 18, and then you started doing your own at like 22, and then it took a decade to get get that understanding. But bro, you growing, you know?
Yeah.
So,
that's that's with everything, man. That's really with everything. Like if you go back when I made beats, I haven't made a beat in so long, man. I haven't produced anything in so long. I just haven't had the time to. But if you go back to like the stuff I made back when I started with like 05, 06, trash.
I'll be like, oh, this is terrible.
Garbage. Oh, garbage. But like somebody will hear it and be like, oh, that's no, it's not. No. It is terrible. It is terrible. So that's everything, bro. If I go back and listen to some of my mixes from like I posted on like I got a couple mixes I posted on Mixcloud, stuff like that, or like mixes that I have for parties. Garbage.
Yeah.
Garbage. You know what I mean? like I want to take them off. They're so bad. I kind of want to like just take them down, bro.
But don't do it though.
I haven't.
Don't do it, man, because I'll go back and I'll just listen to some of it, and I'm like, I remember my college roommate, and now it's my brother, Alan Price, man. I remember when I had to stop working with the producers just because we were going in different directions in life. Like they were getting older, they were like almost 30. I was still like 21. You know, they get in a relationship, trying to get married and all that, and so I was like, man, I got to figure out a way to get to the studio and to get my vocals recorded, and I got some beats that I want to. And he looked at me because I used to have this Yamaha piano, like a synthesizer, right? And all that I would do in my college dorm room was, of course, I would do my studies, but I would be in there, and it had five. I remember it had five memory slots, and I would make the beats with chords and like leads and everything, and then I would put a kick and a clap and everything, and that was the beats. And they would hear, my roommates would hear me doing this hours upon hours. And when I finally said that to him, I'm like, man, he was like, Gabe, why don't you just do it yourself? And I was like, you know what, Alan, I never thought about it. He was like, I was like, I never really thought about doing it. And he was like, yo, I thought that would have been second nature to you because you're always doing it in that room. And then that was when I decided, like, I'm going to figure out how to do it. Like, clearly God is giving me the inspiration for a reason, right? I just have to learn how to, it's like, watch, I know I got my little niece, and like, she can draw. I'm talking about 10 years old, and it actually inspires me to watch her do it. She can have a piece of paper. I'm talking about like the notebook from Blue's Clues. And we'll just go out, and she'll just start scribbling, and she'll show it to me. I'm like, this is a masterpiece. And she's like, I can just see it, and I can just do it. And I'm like, I do the same thing with music. I can hear it. I just have to figure out, how to take what I'm hearing, create it, put it through the program, mix that well. And so a lot of times I talk to him, and I kind of be like, bro, I thank God for having you let God be the voice through you, and be like, do it yourself. Because I'm like, I would have been like waiting on being like, I never found a producer, and I could just never find a like, bro, just do it yourself. And I'm like, oh yeah, I could do
Never
that.
thought of that.
I could do that.
Never thought of that.
So it's all a blessing, man. The growing experience of not only becoming a man, and in life, and I'm a soldier now.
Yeah. So is that where you are now? Where you at now? Where are you? You're not here.
I'm in Fort Liberty, North Carolina. So Fort Bragg. Fayetteville.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long have you been there?
I've been in the Army since 2017, so 7 years.
How did I not know this?
Because, man, like, I honestly, I am in the military, but I don't. I just think it's irresponsible to a certain degree for me to be like, I'm in the Army. Look at this. Look at this. Like, it's a life. It's a lifestyle, and it's my duty, right? And it's to help me trim at the edges. I've always loved discipline and structure. My mom was like, I've always just had this little way about me. Like, if I got cut or something like that, she was like, you'd clean it, you get a Band-Aid. She was like, you just always liked things a certain way. When you was a kid, you liked your food separate. I've always had an affinity towards structure. So honestly, it really wasn't that bad. They get on my nerve. Nah. They get on my nerve. The foolishness that we have to do, it's really just to breed a mindset of understanding, like, how to be uncomfortable and how to level yourself out. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. This moment is not going to last forever. Get through it. Don't stay in it.
Yeah.
So if you can learn how to do that in the military, bro, you'll have a fantastic, life in general. If you can learn that, if I stay where I'm at, depression, sadness, grief, feel that, process it. What are you going to do now, though? You can't stay here, because if you stay here, you're going to implode.
Yeah.
Keep moving, and it will end. Every storm we got to run out of rain. So that's the game.
Yeah. I feel that, which is why we're here, because, bro, I think like you said, I was trying to get you to do this about a year ago.
Mhm.
And then I stopped doing it. I stopped doing the show in like August. And I was like, all right, we'll be back in October. And then October came and I was like, I don't really feel like messing with it right now.
Yeah.
November came. I don't really feel like doing this right now. December. And it just kept going and going. Till one day I was sitting and I was just like, let me look something up. And I just started Googling and here we are. That was like 2 weeks ago.
It's now, bro, when God is trying to talk to you, you're not gonna stop.
Yeah.
Like you said, like, I ain't made a beat in forever. And the moment that you said it, I'm like, bro, make a beat again. And then when you make the beat, try to like make it like, give me some R&B, right? See where you can go at, right? Send it to me and I'll put some vocals on. Even if it's not something that you just want to keep doing, take the moment that you feel inspired and capitalize on it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
When I'm making music, bro, there are times where I won't make music for a week, 2 weeks, probably a month, right? Because I don't want to force it. But then there's a moment I go live life, I go experience, I go spend time with my family, I go do some military stuff, right? And then out of nowhere, I've just been going through these motions of existing, and I get this inspiration, and I'm like, okay, now is the time. I got plenty of songs written because I'm always just writing something. I'll be driving somewhere, and I'll be like, I need to write that line. That's the beginning of the song. That's the hook or something like that. I just leave it there, and then I get into this creative mode where my endorphins are running, all this stuff is going, and now I got a song. Now, okay, that inspired me to I'm gonna make another song. And then all of these songs kind of have a theme, and now I got an EP.
Yeah.
So do it for yourself, man.
All right, cool. You know what? I'm putting it out there.
Yeah.
And so even if you want to, you can hold me, you can hold me accountable.
I'm gonna do that anyway.
Let me see.
Yeah, give yourself a date. Give yourself like a deadline.
Like a deadline to have it done by?
Yeah, like if it's March 5th, I think, right now, give yourself May 5th.
Okay.
You got other things that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Right. You also you putting together playlists for country artists and that joint like that, right? You're putting that together. You're still doing your thing creatively. Take those moments, and if you hear that, you can give me some country. I made a little country EP in 2020, man. It was the darkest season of my life. And I don't know why I was led to make a country thing, but like I was listening to a lot of country at the time and I was inspired by it. And that was the moment when I was like, oh snap, country music is white people's R&B. All I had
you're not wrong though.
It's just lovey-dovey. You know what I'm saying? That's some of it's very patriotic and they can get a little wild. But there are extremes in everything, But there are some where I would listen and I'm like, this is some of the sweetest shit I've ever heard. Like, this is some of the most romantic lyricism I've heard in a minute. Now, I listen to R&B a lot, but I'm like, I haven't heard it in this context, and I love it. And I made it, and I was happy about it. I was pleased. It was like a mixture of R&B and country music together.
Bro, I'm gonna have to check that out because, like I said earlier, I got a new appreciation for country music. So check it out. I might throw you on one of my bingo cards.
I appreciate it, man. And Beyonce is on that wave now too.
Oh yeah. So I haven't checked her stuff. I heard the Texas Hold'em. I heard that.
It's in Texas, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Beyonce, bro. She's a literal superstar. It's like, and she has and it's no shade to Beyonce because this adds to her superstar. She understands the team that she needs to create different genres.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. So everybody that knows me knows I'm a huge fan of The Dream, Terry Nash.
Yeah.
Songwriter, you know what I mean? he's one of like the main people that whenever Beyonce's like, I'm making something, bring him in.
No word.
Yeah, and
I
that
did not know that.
every single time she releases an album, usually the lead track, the single, he's got writing credits on it or production credits because that's the art of songwriting.
I did not know that.
The man he don't have to work another day in his life.
I was wondering what he was up to because I haven't heard anything from him. And so I was
I mean he's made his own music on the side, but
yeah.
Jay-Z was like, look, bro, you right for my wife.
He was like, I don't need to sing no more. I don't need to sing no more.
Why would I need to? All I have to do every 3 years is pin 4 or 5 songs for Beyonce. And I'm done. Rest for the next 5 years because that's the game, man. The publishing, she's going to chart regardless. Mm-hmm. And that's not to say that Beyonce's not writing any of it, but Beyonce is such a superstar that she got other things to worry about than writing all of the songs. You know, I hate when people do that to rappers, even when they're like, "This rapper, I found out somebody else wrote it." It's like, dude, Kanye West, Drake, J. Cole, and these guys. Yes, I'm writing some of it, but bro, I'm not even the person that I was when I first started. You know how hard it is for me to relate to that person? I have so much money. My life has you couldn't even fathom the power that I have that I did not have when I was living in that 1 bedroom and could barely pay my rent. I need somebody who understands the art of songwriting to jump into that place that I was and still write from that area. Songwriting. There's an art to it, you know, like the same way you go watch these movies, there is somebody who watches the movie with no sound and watches it and goes, there, okay.
That's how that's done?
Yes, people have to score these movies. They have to, and then they have to bring people in to make the sound. Everybody has a hand in this creation process. It's called, if you look it up, it's a theory called the auteur theory. I think that's how you pronounce it. And it's essentially saying the director of a movie gets all of the credit. Right? Mm-hmm. This Joker did not write the movie. Some of them do. Some people write and direct. But the director just helped bring the writer's vision to life, along with an entire production team. That's why when you watch a movie, you got 5,000 names. Mm-hmm. Just held the money like this. I was on set for 12 hours. My shoulders are broad. But they help bring that to life, man. Art is after a while, it does become collaborative. You know, like if you want to get somewhere fast, you go alone. I think it's something like that. But if you want to make a lasting impact, you gotta have a team. You know what I mean? So,
I like that.
You gotta have a team. People that you trust, people who have the same mindset, people who ain't got no ulterior motives and you just in it for the money. Now we all need some bread. But if that's your motivation, bro, it's gonna die out, man. You got it, especially with art. You gotta love it. Mm-hmm. I've been making music since I was like 6 or 7 years old.
Yeah, and see, I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we met in Tech Theater. That actually put it all together because we were in Tech Theater together. And I remember the Tech Theater days because Tech Theater it's just like gym for theater kids. We're just, everybody's supposed to be working. Some people are not working. Some people aren't working out. Some people are not, you know.
Yeah.
But it was very productive, man, because I learned a lot about the behind the scenes, how to build a set.
Yeah, because we built some of the sets for the actual plays, didn't we?
Every single set. Kugler was essentially doing child labor. It was He had us
That
working.
child labor.
That boy had us working. But
Yeah, he
it
did.
was what was even cooler was building the set and then being in the plays. You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
bet that was cool.
That was such a cool experience to be like. It just brought it all together. It made you appreciate the theater a little bit more, man. I really enjoyed those times, man.
Yeah.
And it really contributed to what I do now. Like if I make so the very last like video that I did with my boy True from Art Life Studios is he inspires the hell out of me. But I made this cover of Money Longs Made for Me. I love that song. Well, I remember when it first came out and I heard it, I was like, oh my God, this is R&B. This is the R&B that I was talking about that I fell in love with when I was a kid. Like it's very sweet. It makes you, I try to tell people to be very cautious of what they let into their spirit. You know, your eyes, your ears, even when you're eating, you know, you have to be careful of that. But when I first heard of that Made for Me song, I'm like, I love that it makes you want to love, you know?
Yeah.
That even the way I was talking about what's it called? Country music. Like there are some songs where you're like, this is such a sweet song, man. It's nice. You know, if somebody had a lover, I could see them listening to this together, y'all cupcaking. Yeah. So I took Made for Me, made a cover of it, and then I went to my boy. I was like, look, bro, I just want to do like this. It was Valentine's Day. It's like I'm the love angel. I just want to make this video. I want it to be like it's lovey-dovey. I'm just doing one verse. I'm doing the hook. I just need you to shoot it for me. And then he said, we finished it. He shot it like 3 different times, and he was like, "You want to do a dance sequence?" And I was like, "Yeah." I mean, like,
yeah.
I've always loved dancing. Everybody that knows me knows that, bro. I cut a rug real quick, but when he said it, I was like, "Yeah, I'll do a dance sequence, bro." Because everybody loves to be like, "Gabe, cut a rug real quick," and I'm like, "I will, man. I will." I've gotten older, and not old in the like, oh, my bones are, but I'm always just like, I don't want to be causing this. I'm up in here sweating. When I be dancing, bro, I be getting it in. Like, I be needing that.
Yeah.
But that all came together, and all of that kind of going from tech theater and being like, you need a theme, you got to do this. The character needs to walk from this side of the screens or the of the stage and stuff like that. It all just set me up to where I am now, man.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. I can't even tell you why I took that class.
Most people didn't care why. It was like, what's tech theater? Oh, you go in the theater and you hang out and you build the set, and they're like, all right, I heard hang out.
All I know is that was a fun class. I remember for some reason, we had to, I cannot remember what the assignment was. All I know is me and Joe were on stage and we had like choreographed a fight.
Okay, yeah.
And that's all I remember about it. That's it. I don't remember why. I just remember that we were on stage and something happened and we were fighting, and I don't.
That sounds like Kugler though, even though it was tech theater. Like, and I remember Joe, and that's my boy. Actually, bro, what's crazy is Joe and I had the same birthday. I met Joe. He and I, we stayed in the same neighborhood. We rode the same bus. And I remember the very first day I met him, I was like, what's good, bro? First time I had ever seen somebody getting picked up at my bus stop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think it was like the first day of school. I go out there, and he was standing out there. I guess he was new from, I came from New York. But we started talking about the birthday, and we found out we had the same birthday. And then he found out I was in theater. And I was like, bro, you should try out for this Dreamgirls joint, man. Like, you said you want to be an actor and everything. You should just try out for it. He gets the role, and that, the rest was history.
Oh, so I didn't know.
Yeah, he was in Dreamgirls with me, and good times. Just now that I'm thinking back to it, I'm like, those were just good times. And
yeah, I didn't know that he was actually like in. I knew he was in that class with us, but I thought, because I didn't do anything in the theater department other than that tech theater class. And that's crazy. Do you remember what it was called? I could not remember the name of that class for the life of me.
Oh, dude, those were such formative years for who I am that I remember it so vividly. Not to mention, dog, through all of that, I was like technically homeless. Like,
Word?
yeah.
What do you
All
wait?
through high school. It was the craziest thing, man. It was me and my family were going through a lot of stuff at that time. But,
Yeah.
and I think that's probably what I was doing. They were my outlets. You know, some people had basketball, some people had baseball. So like some people had these things that they were just really good at. And
Yeah.
mine was just I was good with people, I was good with music, and I was good on a stage.
Mhm.
Oh my goodness. And then there was Distinguished Gentlemen's Group. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, I do remember that.
I was just all over the place, and people didn't know that. Like,
GGG. Yeah, I remember that,
bro. And
I
I
remember that.
I was going through so much, and I was using the inspiration from sadness to depression, all that different kind of junk, to be like, it was just getting me through the days.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what's up, man.
Wow. And God has definitely blessed me. I mean, I'm a grown man paying all my bills. You know, I'm not in jail.
In the army. What?
In the army.
In the army.
The army
Bro,
of the
because you
Lord.
had text me. I forget what the message said. But you had text me. You said something about an army schedule. And I was like, You know what I'm like? Like, the army schedule. All right. Like, that can only mean one thing.
And when I try to explain that to some people, bro, I'm like, and then sometimes they want to know about it. It's like, it's such a culture, bro. Like, your sleep schedule is going to be messed up for the rest of your life, but you are going to dissect every second of every minute of the day.
What's your sleep schedule look like now?
Bro, I'm lucky to get 5 to 6. But it's not because, I just can't sleep. What happens is if we have formations and then I might have a mission or something like that. If I know that I have something to do because of what they do to us in basic training, everything like it's fast paced. You better be on time. They do that to us so much that if you tell me you need to be somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning, right? Mm-hmm. Now my body, I will go to sleep at 9 or 10 o'clock, or try, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to relax. My bad. I'm trying to relax and trying to really get some sleep. But you told me that I have to be up in somewhere about 8 o'clock. So now my body's like, what time is it? It's 2. Okay. I'm gonna go back to sleep for 3 hours. I'm gonna get up. And then you go back to sleep, right? You wake up and go, whoa, what time is it? It's 4. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I shouldn't go back to sleep. I'm gonna just wake up. I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna get some food in my system because I gotta be there by 8. It's 4. It's 4. Bro, relax. So whenever we do get a break, like on the weekend, bro, every alarm is off. Sometimes I try to tell my family, my friends, listen, you had better need me if you call me because I need to sleep all the way. Sleeping in is 8 o'clock.
Sleeping in is 8 o'clock.
You know what I'm saying? If I can go to sleep at 10 and I wake up at 8 o'clock, I wake up, the sun wakes me up. No alarm wakes me up, and I'm like, oh, it's gonna be such a good day.
So, okay, so give me what is, like, for instance, what does tomorrow look like for you? What does tomorrow look like schedule wise?
Okay, so we don't have PT tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm blessed to be in a unit that we do PT 1 to 3 times a week, depending on what we got going on. You know, so we got mission. If you got a mission, we ain't always got time to do organized PT.
Right.
So tomorrow I have to work at 9. So I usually wake up about like 6:30. And the very first thing that if I don't have PT, if I have PT, I'm up at probably 5:35. But if I don't have PT, I'm waking up at like 6:30. And the first thing that I do every single day I grab that robe, and I make me some tea. That is the first thing that I do every single morning, bro.
Regardless of what you got going on, first thing you do every morning is the tea.
Every single day. It's like, you know how people like, I gotta get my cup of coffee. It's like, I have to. I don't have to, but I like to have the very first thing that goes in my body. Pause. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. The first thing in the morning, right? I like to jump start my body. So it's either tea, coconut water, some type of juice I done made or something, because that's the first thing that my body receives.
Right.
And usually because I had tea, coconut water, or like it's usually like some type of green juice or something like that. Very next thing that follows is
I get it.
Right.
Okay.
And while after that's happened, now my body's like, okay, I got something in my stomach. You know, you good. This is giving me the energy. I need to cook something. I try to make something to eat real quick, but in the midst of this, I'm eating, and I'm also, you know, I got some music playing. I'm cleaning up. I'm always cleaning up. I'm always straightening something. Everything got to be clean. I do this thing where I'm like, if I'm about to leave the house, I'm like, what if somebody did come up here? You know? If they came in here, the bed need to be made. I do, and again, so I'm drinking the tea, but I'm making the bed. I'm moving stuff around in my kitchen. Usually I've put dishes in the dishwasher before. You know, I'm the military thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm waking up, everything got to be cleaned up. The trash need to be taken out. I put that in the door. Okay, my uniform got to be pressed or what's that thing? Steamed. I got to make sure that's good. So all of this seems like a long time, 6:30 to 9 o'clock. Mm-hmm. It's not that much time, bro. It is really not. That shit flies by.
2.5 hours.
2.5 hours flies by. Now, somehow I get it all done, right? And I leave the house I gotta be there at 9. I leave the house by 8:30. I get to my job probably 8:42. And so once I get there, I walk in and I usually am just like, what do we have going on? First thing that most people in the military do, if you do go to an office, you got to check the email first. Because there might be a mission come down. And, you know, there's always communication is all over the place. You're always getting something and you got to allocate it. You got to put this on the schedule. You got to, okay, I need to be here. Boom, 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 boom. We might have to, the other day we had to be there at 7 o'clock with dog tags in our ID card. And one of my soldiers said, she asked me, she said, why? I said, see, that's where you messed up. Don't start doing that, because when you start asking why in the military, you're wrong. This is what happens here. Why do I have to man, what's some wild stuff that we have to do? There are times where they got this thing called zonk, right? We got a formation. Everybody need to be there. If you on time, first off, you can just go ahead and get down to the push-up position. If it's 7 o'clock and you walking up at 7, it's gonna be a problem. You need to be there from 6:30 to about 6:50. If you get there anytime after that, it's gonna be a scene. Bro, my boy, I got a first sergeant, bro. We was in this big, and I'm going on a tangent, but
no, you good, bro.
They actually, where I work is they give you a lot of autonomy. You're an adult, we're not gonna police you, but we are gonna expect things from you. There was this one morning, we get in formation, and it's time, because if first sergeant's walking out, you're already late. And as long as he ain't out there, everybody good. We kind of just mingling a little bit. We getting ready to get in and, you know, do what we do. He starts talking. We had already done a little, you know, everything. He starts talking. He's like, relax, everybody talking. And this dude walked up. And he was like, no, fucking stop. You stop. Just get down on the ground. And everybody's like, snap. Bruh, buddy doing push-up. He over there just getting it in. And no, I mean, we're not laughing at him, but we like,
Yeah.
dang. And so he's talking to us. He's like, all right, everybody bring it in. The dude tried to get up. He said, no. You fucking stay down. Everybody bring it in. And again, this is not personal. It's just how this thing works, bro. You know, and he wasn't in trouble. First sergeant wasn't just like, you're not getting kicked out of the military. They're not about to, but in this moment, you are held accountable a lot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just stuff like that. You know, there's always a wrench thrown in the plan, like I was talking about earlier. Learning to be uncomfortable. Learning to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, and just being like, that happens, man. Oh, you're in the middle of working. You're in the middle of a mission. You're on a mission, so we ain't gonna bother you right now. But the moment that you get done, you need to be here. And you're like, okay, that wasn't on the plan for the day.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep it real with you. I know nothing about joining the Army. So, like, how long do you choose how long you're there? Like, how does that work, bro?
Technically, so the Army is like a it's just contracts. You know what I'm saying? Like the first one that you do, you're like, hey, I'm gonna give 3-4 years. And they're like, okay, cool. Well, within this 3-4 years, you're obligated to be here. You said it. This is an all volunteer. You do not. The only reason that there's a draft is just in case. Just in case we can't get nothing, get the numbers. Every male. That's in the conversation for later. Every male at the age of 18, unless you are a only child, you are signing up for the draft.
Is it only child or only? It's only child and isn't it like only boy or firstborn or something like that?
I think something like that. If you are
because I'm both of those. So
yeah. I think you got to be only child or only boy. If you're either of those two, then they're like, you ain't got it. But if y'all got two males, somebody going.
That's crazy.
Both y'all signing. So
that's crazy.
Once you do that, you know what I'm saying? You sign up for that contract. So you are volunteering. You're saying that like, this is going to be my duty. This is going to be where I'm going to be. You're saying that I'm okay with everything. Like, right? So if you decide I don't do this no more, they'd be like,
too bad.
Too bad, man. Now you can also be like, I don't want to no more. Right? It's like they'll be like, okay, we'll just give you a failure to adapt. That's what they call it. And depending on how your tone and your demeanor is, the way that you go about it, you might have a command that's like, okay, okay, we can try and give you an honorable, but you just don't want to be that person that gave up. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't look good on you because, and I'm actually not going to feel bad when I say this because we all say it. The military is, I don't want to use that word. It's straight to the point. I'm not going to say it's easy because it's not at all. It's straight to the point if you understand objectivity and structure. All you have to do is show up and be in the right place, in the right time, in the right uniform. You're good. That's the basis of being a good soldier. Show up. Be where you need to be, when you need to be there, in the right uniform. And even if it sucks, you were there though. You had everything that we asked you to. You good. Ain't nobody gonna bother you. Do what you need to do, man. And there's so much opportunity. You know what I mean? They using me. I'm gonna use them. That's how it goes. All right. You're using me. You're using my time. You know what I'm saying? I take what I learn. I take the time that I spend. You learn a lot about just networking.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? It's business, really. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to be good with people. I take all of that and I attribute it to everything I do outside the military. And people appreciate it. They be like, bro, when Gabe here, it don't matter if he taking pictures, he doing videos, he writing songs, he producing. It don't matter what he doing. He locked in.
Yeah.
And
Well, bro.
I can go on that for
Bro,
a whole
yeah.
3 hours. So
I was just about to say, I was like, bro, well, actually, before I get there, like, how often do you come home? How often do you get to like go and see family and stuff like that?
I make it a point.
Can you do that whenever, or you have to get like?
Yeah, you definitely got to make sure that you have to always be accountable of where you
Yeah,
are.
yeah.
And people always got to know where you're at. So most of the time, we do get a lot of days off.
Mhm.
So every month you're gonna at least get a 3-day off or 4-day off.
Right.
So because I'm in North Carolina, honestly, I'd be like, okay, I might make a weekend trip to Charlotte real quick, South Carolina or something, you know, because that's Charlotte and South Carolina, my family's in. I'm like, I can go visit, I can go see my mama, I can see my grandma. It's a little harder when depending on where you are. Then you gotta take leave. As long as you take leave and people know where you're gonna be, you good, man. And you get a month off every year, essentially. The days off. You know what I'm saying? And if you got the days, man, use them. You know. And there are times where if you they can kind of force you. Kind of. If they notice that your performance is lacking, it's just like, what's up with you, bro? Like usually you be on your P's and Q's, you like you a little off. When the last time you went home? When the last time you like took a break? You be like, well, you know, I haven't taken leave for a year and a half. You need to leave by next year. You need to be gone. Like,
Yeah.
no matter what happens, if you leave, the Army's still gonna be moving. Go home, take time to rest, relax, recharge, be with your family, be with your kids. Look, man, don't let this mother burn you out.
How often do you like to take your breaks?
Because I'm so close to home and because we have so many breaks like every month, I'm not always taking leave. But I will do a thing where we got a 4-day off, right? The first day of the 4-day, I'm not doing nothing. I'm sleeping. I might wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I just get out of the bed. I will clean up and I'll just be in the house and I'll just chill. I might go out, do something for myself.
Right.
Whatever it is, I'm just with myself. I might go read somewhere. I might just go listen to music somewhere. Might just be in nature and just chill a little bit. Then the second day, then I might be like, okay, I'm gonna work on the music. I'm gonna mix a song. I need to do this for this person. I got some photography. I got this video. I'm gonna work on that. Third day is usually Sunday. I'm gonna be very faith-based. I'll probably be reading the Bible, watching sermons, listening to music, just get myself balanced again. And now the fourth day, the last day, I got to get ready to go back to work. But I'm also still using this day to kind of like get myself together. So I work very hard, but when I'm chilling, bro, I'm chilling. Don't call my phone. Don't be on that whole. I ain't never really been a partier. Like being outside, being in the club, being like turned up, too much. That's that's a lot of driving. That's a lot of me being asleep. If I'm outside, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you call me and you ain't set up these plans like a week or two in advance, and you talking about we going out and we gonna be out past 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
Is it 8 or 9?
No, 8 o'clock. 8.
Oh, 8.
What
8.
we talking about? Why are you? What? Hold on. You must not know Gabriel Davis because 8 o'clock, I'm in that role for real. I'm in that role. But matter of fact, when I leave the house, bro, if I leave the house and I'm outside past 8, 9, 10, 11. It's getting 12. We wild. The road calling. The road. Yeah. Hey, I'm in the closet.
I'm in the closet. Where you at?
It's real dark. You know what I mean? I dare say I miss you. You know what I mean? I dare say get your ass back to the house because what are you doing? You know what I mean? So, when I tell you I'm chilling, I've been called an old man and like old, but it's like, bro, I work so much and I'm always using my energy just creatively and everything. So I do not need much, man.
Yeah.
Like, I just be wanting to chill.
Yeah, no, I feel it.
I take a lot of time to just be chilling, and then people will call me, "What you up to today?" The house. I pay bills in this mug. All my food is here. I don't need to be wilding out.
I'm not going nowhere.
I got a refrigerator full of coconut water. I'm gonna sit in the house and I'm gonna probably crack 3 of these open, busting them down. You so boring. I'll be that. I will be that.
You have an air fryer?
Nah, I ain't never really get on the wave, and I wanted to, but
bro,
I know I've used them, but the way that I cook my food is very old. It's either going on top of the stove or in the stove.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like my grandma and my mom when I was coming up didn't have we didn't have the like, you know how you open the toaster oven, you can pull out. We didn't have that. It was just like you really know how to whip. You know what I'm saying? I understand the convenience of having one, but I'm like, if I want something like that, I just do it. I do it a long way. Because the air fryer, that's one of those things that if I'm moving, I'd be like, I'm gonna donate it or something. I'm gonna get rid of it.
I don't know, bro. That's you probably say that because you haven't had one yet.
I haven't had one, and for me, they don't have as much space as I need them. If you're gonna give me an air fryer, and I'm gonna be up in here frying, I need it to be like pause. I need to be able to put a lot of food in it. And most of them, I'm like, I don't be feeling like it give me enough space.
What you trying to do? Roast a pig, bro? Like they're not small.
You said air fryer.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 8-piece wings. I'm talking about whole bag of fries. I'm talking about my granny made some fish and I need to reheat it. I'm putting all 4 of them in.
Okay, so this is what you do. You don't get the one with the drawer.
Okay, there we go.
You get the one with the racks, bro.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. The little
yeah, you get the ones with the racks. You put the racks in there. It's a lot bigger. You use the drawer, you limit it. And plus you gotta flip. They be telling you to flip and stuff like that.
I don't have time for all of that.
Right. That's why you get the one with the racks. That's what I'm telling you. You get the one with the racks and you don't have to flip. You just boop, 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 and then you just walk away. And then I'm telling you, man. Yeah, yo, I know you probably wanting to get in your robe. It's 10 o'clock. It's past your bedtime.
I actually, bro, usually every night it's like 10:30 to like 11 is when I'm like preparing to go down.
Okay, well, yeah. I don't want to take that from you, bro. So
yeah,
I'm gonna let you.
Are there any questions that you didn't ask?
You know, if there are, I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we talked about everything I want to talk about.
Nice. I'm glad, man. And we found
music, print error. We found print error. I'm so excited, bro. I'm proud of you, man.
Thank you, bro. That
I am. I'm older than you, but I look up to you, dog.
I appreciate that, man. That means a lot, and I'm proud of you as well. That's what I'm saying. Like, dude, it takes somebody. It take a real man to be a pops, bro, and like take that job seriously. And like, even I could tell how you were communicating with him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You doing your thing, bro. For real.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. That's my guy, dog.
Yeah,
that's my guy.
Keep it that way, bro. Keep it that way, because and that was the point that I was making about the whole my youth and everything. Like, I think and you can add this somewhere for real. As I've gotten older, I realized that the presence of a active father can change this world. I'm talking about active, loving, patient fatherhood for both men and women, bro. And I mean motherhood as well. You know what I'm saying? Women got their own thing that they got to do. But like men, for real, bro, if we really gonna change the world, it has to be, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%. Obviously, you saw, like, you know, I'm trying to figure this out, trying to fix this so we can continue our conversation. My son called. I was like, sorry, excuse me. Like,
right.
I'm going to talk to him real quick. My fault, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he matters most. You know what I mean? And
yeah, for sure, man. I'm just glad he called me, you know? He didn't have to do that. About to go to bed. Got school in the morning. He didn't have to call. I'm glad he called. Of course I was going to answer. Absolutely.
And if you keep it that way, bro, and I hope that men do this for the girls and the daughters as well. Bro, if you do that, they're always gonna come to you. You know what I'm saying? That's the success of life. Being like, I know my parent might not be proud of what I'm calling about all the time, but I know I can come to them as a resource.
Yeah, and for sure.
I might not agree with everything, and you might have to experience certain consequences, but you know that at the end of the day, you got me. It don't matter what I'm doing.
My parents have always been like that. They've always been that for me, you know, and so I definitely want him to know that I'm that for him, for sure. For sure.
Man. That's what I'm talking about. I really appreciated this. Even with all the malfunctions. This has been
I tried, bro. Look, it's the first interview on the new interface and the new, you know, I'm a rookie, bro. Rookies make mistakes. You feel me?
Yeah.
Rookies make mistakes. But now I know what not to do next time.
We know how to. That's again.
Learning experience, bro.
Learning, bro.
Learning experience. You know, I just hate it had to happen, but it happened.
Yeah. And I thank you for having me and thinking highly enough of me to invite me to be on this. You know what I mean? And be a part of what you're creating. I appreciate it.
I just, you know, this podcast is the podcast about absolutely nothing. We talk about everything. It's not a specific podcast. We talk about everything. And I just want to interview. I just want to talk to, not even interview. I just want to talk to and have conversations with interesting, talented, just amazing people. And you've been on that list since I approached you, like you said, a year ago?
Yeah.
And so I'm glad that you know, prolonged your robe time.
Yeah.
To talk with me, bro.
I'm gonna go put that joint on. I'm gonna eat a bowl of cereal. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And for the viewers, man, I love what I do. I love writing. I love producing and everything. If there's anyone who wants to work, now you got to be serious before you just hit my line. But
yeah, all of his information. I tried earlier to put his information in a little thing. It wasn't working. Like I said, rookie mistakes. It'll be in the description. You know, it'll be in the description. I'll tag him. Also, speaking of description and tagging and stuff, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm on the road to how many followers I got right now as of this recording. I'm on the road to 10 subscribers. That's what I'm on. I'm on the road to 10. I got 7 right. I got 7 right now. So.
Oh wait, is this YouTube or?
This will be on YouTube and Spotify. Video on YouTube, audio on Spotify.
Is it the Studley Show on YouTube?
Sure is.
Okay, well I'll be following.
Cool, and when I get the notification, I'm gonna do the same.
Hit my line.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, dog. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Gabriel Davis. I appreciate him being on the show. Thank you again, bro.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Gabriel
all
Davis.
His socials. Yeah, all his socials be in the description. I don't know if I could be. Army sound difficult. The Army sound hard.
Hey, don't take no offense to this, bro. I don't think you would ever be cut out for the Army, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing with you for sure.
Yeah.
Army ain't for me.
You two just agreed on something.
We agree on a lot, right?
I mean,
No?
there's only disagreements is when you think you a pretty boy, and I'll be trying to tell you that you're not. I think that's about it. I think that's about it.
Corey said, I'm too high. I thought that whole thing was live. I was wondering when you changed clothes so quick. Corey, you need a nap, boo-boo.
First of all,
You need a nap.
Corey, it takes at least 2 minutes to get any shirt over his head, so he could never dress that quick. Never. All right. That's first off. All right. And that's another thing we disagree on. You disagree on the size of your head, and that motherfucker is huge. You act
My
like
head's not that big. Yo, my head's not that big. It's not that big.
I don't think you ever noticed, but you like lean forward when you walk. So that should tell you something.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Damn.
You just sat back. Exactly. You just sat back.
Who said what? Who said what?
You just sat back in your chair because you was leaning forward.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all think Bones coming?
No.
Come on, bro.
He better.
He not. He would be here.
But
He would be
Look,
here. Everybody else is here.
That he would show up for the comments section.
Yeah. Yeah. Bones just showing up, and Mitch is a handsome man. Yeah. Come on. What are we doing?
Right. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that Drake and Cole diss from Kendrick?
I thought it was all right.
It was cool. It was cool. It was unexpected because like, what did they do to you? You know?
Yeah, but I don't think it's like real life beef though. I think it's like, you know, hey, we're the top 3 selling hip hop artists. Let's
personal to me. It sounds personal. I'm not saying it was like, oh man, he killed him, but I mean, it didn't sound like no friendly. Bones is going. Okay, listen. Jojo, Chris, when did y'all get the email with the link in it?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Just throw a time out there. Just see.
I mean,
I got it at 8:01.
You got the link at 8:01.
Yeah.
Chris, what time did you get the link?
I'll tell you in a second here.
well, you put the link in the chat. The link in the chat is just fine. I don't know why it got to get emailed.
8:01.
You got it at 8:01?
Yeah, 8:01.
It is 10:27, and Bones is asking me to send it to him. Like I didn't already.
Send
He
him
ain't
the
coming.
ping.
He ain't
He
coming.
on the way.
He's not coming.
Hey,
He said he getting shit situated. He will be here about season 2.
Hey,
Didn't I say that since day one?
He ain't coming. What?
Hey, Bones is like the most.
Didn't I say that since day one?
Yeah, but you know, I'm starting to believe it now. At first, I was like, man, give my boy some more credit. Last week, I was like, it's not looking good. Now I'm on board. First of all, Lamar, I do want to say I'm proud of you because when we were on Station Head, you weren't here every week.
I know. I've never doubted that. I never debated.
I'm just saying that I'm proud of you, bro, because you've been here every week so far, and I just want to say thank you, dog.
Oh, don't get used to it. I'm gonna find a way to start come up missing. Don't.
Lord.
All right.
It's still for life.
That's fair.
NFL, baby. NFL. NFL. I was like, yeah, enjoy it now. I'll find a way to start coming up missing. Don't worry.
I believe you too. I believe you.
Well, I'm giving you a heads up. So
I appreciate that. I really do. You love it here, bro. Stop acting like you don't. You love this show.
I didn't say I didn't, but I'm just saying, like, I'm NFL. Like, I always find a way to, I'll come up missing at some point in time. No worries.
Corey said, can we get a shout out for Lamar finally being able to participate in the community chat, even though he does not? Yes. Welcome to the community chat, Lamar. It's about time. I don't know what happened.
I don't know. I I don't know what happened either.
I don't know. If you're not a part of the community chat, join the Studley Show Facebook group. Click the link. It'll take you to the community chat. There's also a Discord if you want to jump on the Discord. We've been a few of us. Y'all don't know these people, but I do. I work with them. We've been playing Dead by Daylight lately.
Ooh, that sounds kind of.
It's fun. It's fun. It's really fun. So if you are interested in that, we've been doing that. Being on the Discord, it's been real fun. It's been real tiring. We played till about 4:00, and I'm starting to regret it because yeah. Also, we're on the road to 50 subscribers. We have 41 right now.
Nice.
I know. We're on the road to 50. When we get 50, there's a pizza party for everyone.
A pizza.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we can't have like a physical, like we all get together to have a pizza party. So I was thinking I'd just mail y'all some Domino's coupons.
I mean, or
Well, at
you could
least
just
better
order
than,
one to my door.
But the coupons are cheaper. I can just cut those out of the things you get in the mail, and I just.
Oh,
I'm just saying, Mitch, you could just, shoot out a text because I'm 5 minutes down the road.
But Lamar is not.
You know what? Just
so video him in.
Just DoorDash it.
no, fuck that. Just cash at me $10, dog. Just call it even.
But what's the point of a pizza party if we're not eating pizza together at the party?
No, just cash at me $10.
You can
dog.
Zoom it.
No, just cash at me $10.
But
Go buy a pizza the night that we get our pizza.
Can I speak?
We'll eat pizza together on the show.
That's a good idea. I like that. Next week is pizza day. Everybody got
can't
pizza.
do that.
What?
We can't do that because we have pizza tonight for Izzy's party.
Yeah. And we can't do
So
that
you
because
can't have pizza again next Wednesday?
No. And we can't neither because we have leftovers from Taco Tuesday and we eat leftovers around here.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so confused. What's wrong with having pizza once a week?
Well, we technically do it on Fridays because that's the girls' pizza day.
Holy!
Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Hello, everybody.
What up, stranger?
What's
the
up,
fuck kind of hoodoo is
I
this?
gotta block my blinds.
Yeah, you can tell you got kids.
Yeah, bad ones.
So
nice to meet you guys.
Go ahead and do your go ahead and do your intro, bro.
Beast Mode Human Cheat Code.
I remember it being a lot longer than that.
That's what she said.
Oh man! All right. So last week, Chris had a question that he wanted everybody to share on. So what was that question, Chris?
The question was, just out of curiosity, what was the worst date you were on?
And obviously, since it's your question, you have to go first.
So the worst date that I was on, we went to Firebirds over at North Lake.
Okay.
Yeah, you trash.
Dude didn't even get to the food part because literally she ordered 17 margaritas. 17.
And they gave them to her?
Oh yeah, they served them to her, but he was like, "This isn't just for me. This is for both of us."
17.
That's
17.
still a lot.
That's
17.
That's not legal.
That don't work.
So
that's not even legal.
So we start drinking and talking. She asked me a question, and I could not tell you what the fucking question was because I don't remember it. But she ended up taking the rest of the margaritas and pouring them on me.
What did you do?
She walked out, and the waiter actually knew her because she was a frequent flyer of that restaurant and said, "She's fucking crazy, and you don't even have to worry about the bill."
Okay, 2 questions real quick. One, when I said, what did you do? I meant, what did you do that made her spill the drink on you?
I just answered it with, that's your problem, not mine.
Hey, Chris, give me a time frame of when this happened.
This was 12 years ago, 15 years ago.
Man, we getting old.
Aren't we?
So it was like 2009.
Yeah, roughly about.
No, I wasn't there yet.
No.
Second question. What was her name?
Like he remembers.
He remembers.
Liana.
It was that bad. He
Yeah,
remembers.
he made I remember face.
What's her
Liana
name?
Troggett.
Who?
Liana Troggett. It
No,
was 2013.
no. Liana used to work there.
Yeah.
I know exactly who that is.
Oh wow.
I know exactly.
Liana, if you're watching,
Hey yo.
if you're watching, Liana, you just get Studley. I don't know. We'll work on. We'll work on.
Yeah, we gotta work on that.
We'll work on the
dog.
catchphrase.
We gotta.
Yeah, we gotta
You've
work on
been
that.
spiked.
Oh jeez.
No, Liana. Yo, she's a cute little thing, but she's small, little small petite little giant. Yo. Damn, that's wild. That's crazy, bro. Yeah, she used to work there. She used to be a server.
So she's black though, right?
Yeah.
Ain't no white Lianas.
Well, she
What?
Ain't no white Lianas.
Ain't no white Lianas.
Well, she was.
She white.
Yeah, she's
Wow. She white.
She's
All right, who
adopted
next?
by a
Who's
black
next?
family?
Let's go JoJo.
JoJo.
I was either still in college or had just graduated college, and my friend was trying to hook me up with a friend. Mistake number 1.
Question.
Yo.
Tell me what you think about me.
Nah, was this before or after you how do I put this?
Came out as
Before
gay.
I came out?
What he said.
After.
Okay.
So it was a chick.
Okay. That was my question. Proceed.
So first sign, well, the fact that she didn't drive wasn't a big deal. I had a car. But she was in Gastonia. Should have been my first sign. So we get to the movies, I pay, and then like we're standing in line, and just out of nowhere she starts touching on my butt. And I didn't care for that. So I made up some bullshit excuse. Like, I gotta be up early. By the time this movie ends, it's gonna be late and I gotta drive home. So I gotta go.
2 questions.
Yo.
You don't like being touched on your butt?
This was our first time meeting each other in person. Like, some of the stuff she was saying, I was just like, that's what you say to people the first time you meet them on a first date? Like,
a little aggressive.
Second question. What was the name?
I don't fucking remember.
Okay, that's fair. Okay, Bones, you next.
All right, so this is gonna need a lot of setup. It's a pretty long story.
Make
so
it
I've
short.
been waiting to tell this story.
You got like 2 minutes to tell this.
That's what she said?
We're on limited time, Bones, not on free for all, okay?
Okay. So this was during the Four Loko era.
Oh, Lord.
Probably about 2008 after my second deployment. In this era of time, I would live in the 7 cities. So I would drink from Norfolk to Virginia Beach. So I'd be super drunk by the time it's time for me to get anywhere. So try to make this quick. My homeboys having a birthday party, and we started the hotel room. We was gonna go somewhere else. Me and my other homeboys were coming up, and we were going to get into the elevator. And I'm drunk Bones at this point. I had 2 Four Locos in 30 minutes already. Real local Four Locos, the legal ones now. So I'm walking in there, and we see these girls get on the elevator. Mind you, I'm lit. No, everybody's the same to me. See these girls get on the elevator, like I'm like, yo, come to my homeboy room for his party. And they're like, what room number is? And I'm like, it's this room number. Like, yeah, we'll come with you. So right at that moment, I'm like, yeah, you know, Bones really be hooking it up. Turns out that was just my homeboy's girlfriend's friends. So still getting wasted. I'm still getting wasted. We go out to the bar, we drink, and then I end up getting the girl's phone number. and talked. I text her a bit, and she's like, "Yo, I want you to take me out or whatever." I'm like, "All right, bet." Even though I don't really like being seen in public with anybody, so I'm like, oh, so she's like 20 minutes away, and I'm like, man, what if I go see her and she don't look as good as she looked because I had drank them 2 4 locos? I better drink 2 4 locos now.
Oh.
to
So
make
I
a look like you did when you met.
yeah,
Oh.
just to be safe. So I drank the 2 4 locos on the 15-minute drive to get to her. And when I get to her, when I get to her crib, she's leaning on some dude's car window and talking to him.
Hold on. You drank 2 4 locos in 15 minutes?
The
Yeah.
first time was in 30 minutes.
Yeah, it was. I was
30
lit.
minutes is understandable.
Nah,
What?
no, it's not. What the fuck is not?
So
Not the
so
original logos.
Not the OG Four Locos.
so I was going two for, yeah, that was the real. So I was going 2 for 20 her, taking the Applebee's. So I pulled up. When I pulled up, she was linked on the dude car window talking to him. She's like, "Wait 1 second." She finished talking to the dude, and I'm just sitting there looking at it, could be in the hood. I'm like, "All right, somebody's gonna rob me, right?" So she get out the dude car window and she walk up to my car, and then I see her stomach, like the rest of her shirt is loose, and her stomach is so huge, and it's just like jiggling as she walks up to the car, and she's like, "I'm about to go change, and I'll be on the way." And then she goes into there, and I call my homeboy. I'm like, "Hey man, I don't want to do this." He's like, "Well, you kind of got to." I'm like, "You know what? I'm just gonna leave." So I just left, right? So when I left, she started blowing my phone up, bro. I had so many voicemails. I'm Melly, and then I'm listening to it, and she's like, "Oh, you ain't like what you sing? You a bitch now? You going?" So that's what pissed me off, right? So she's like, "You ain't like what you see now that you sober, and you act like you gonna be a bitch and don't be a man. Tell me." I was like, "I bet." So I called her back. I said, "Look, I'm even drunker than I was last time. This time, I actually can see you less, and I still don't want to be anywhere in public with you. That's my problem, because I seen your stomach just jiggling and did the wave by itself when you walked over to the car." She was like, "Yeah. Well, I appreciate you being a man and telling me. I bet." So fast forward, and I tell my homeboy, that's his girl's friend or whatever. He's like, "Bones, you should have just took her. She was a prostitute. You could have hit it." I'm like, "Bro, why wouldn't you tell me this days ago? What if I did take her out? You don't know what could have happened. I could have kissed her. Then I would have to fight you." So
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
even though we didn't actually make it to the date, I still consider that my worst date.
I think that qualifies.
Yeah,
For
definitely.
sure.
it qualifies.
You're definitely in
All right,
first place.
All right, Mitch, you're next.
Well, I mean, to be now, I don't want to now. Like, I can't follow
You're in
that.
first place.
Tough hit.
Bad date contest.
Mine ain't
You
even
in
that
first
bad,
place.
man. Mine ain't even that bad. It was kind of similar to the point where it was high school. It was high school, and it was this chick in my algebra class, and we used to always flirt back and forth, whatever. But nothing ever came of it. And then 2 years after graduation, she adds me on Facebook. We start talking. She asked me if I wanted to go to a movie. I said yes. She said, "What movie?" I said, "I don't care. You pick." So she picks, and she texts me. She's like, "Okay, meet me at Concord Mills at this time." I was like, "What movie?" She's like, "You'll see." Okay. And now I don't want to go because you don't want to tell me what movie it is. It's clearly a movie I don't want to see. So now I just don't want to go. So automatically, on my way to the movie theater, I'm just like, I just want to turn around, right?
That should be Paranormal Activity.
I get to the theater. She hands me a ticket for Green Lantern.
Oh no!
Not only that wasn't even the worst part. The worst part is, like I said, similar to Bones. I wasn't drunk, but she didn't look like how I remembered her looking in high school. She looked very different. Very different. And so we get to the movie, and the movie starts, and I don't know if y'all have seen the Green Lantern, but it is a terrible movie.
Yes.
And like halfway through, I'm automatically just like, this movie isn't good. She is like, I don't want to do this, right? I just don't want to do this. So then she says, I want more candy, but I don't feel like getting up. So I said, oh, I'll go get it.
You did not fucking
and I left.
Mitchell.
I've been there. I mean, at least I attempt to have somebody pretend to call me and say it's an emergency, even though at the end I never go through it and I tell them, look, I had somebody call me as an emergency, but realistically, this ain't working out.
So what's the point of having somebody call and say it's an emergency if you're not going to use it?
I always start to use it, but then I'd be like, Bones, why are you lying? like what's going to happen to you if you just tell the truth?
Okay. Can you give me a situation where you used that to, and like you tried to use that and then changed your mind?
Yeah, I had a really horrible date with this girl, and I just at the end of it, we were supposed to go get something to eat afterwards, and I was like, I don't want to spend my little bit of money on food to continue this horrible date. Like we can't. If the chemistry is horribly apparent during a movie when you don't have to talk to each other, like it's obvious. Yeah. So I told my sister to call me. Sister called me, and she could hear my sister saying that she had a flat tire. And I hung up and said, "Look, this ain't working out. Why are we gonna waste each other's time here? you not having a good time, and you may want to continue with this just because I look good."
Wait a minute.
I mean, facts is facts. You may just want to continue this because I look good. I mean, none of you know that. None of you are like authorities to be able to tell whether or not I look good, and I understand that. Except like maybe Lamar because his college days. But
I hate this guy. Hey,
you don't like it when it's you, Lamar, do you?
All right, Lamar, let's hear it.
Oh man, it was actually my fault why the date was horrible. I ain't even gonna lie.
How I expect this to start.
This is a great way to start.
Nah, because it was like me and Shorty, we used to work together at this clothing store in college, and I've been messing with her. I'm like, yo, man, let me, why don't I come over to the crib? We kick it, so we kick it and whatnot. So she finally let me come over. But the day that she decided to let me come over is the day that I had ate Taco Bell and I was drinking. And so we get to messing around, kissing and whatnot, and all of a sudden my stomach went whoa, 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 whoa.
Sound like a DMX intro.
Yeah. And the type of apartment she has where her bathroom is connected to her bedroom. And I'm trying to play it off, and I'm like, man, whatever, man. Let me go ahead, do what I do and get up out of there. My stomach said, wah, 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 wah. I was like, hey, Shotty, man, let me use your bathroom real quick. And I tried to play it off like it was a quick pee, but it was like I was like squeezing so hard, and I was like damn near tearing her bathroom up, bro.
Oh my gosh.
That's terrible.
I tore it up. Dog. I ain't gonna lie, man. That Taco Bell and that liquor just did something to my stomach, dog. So
the subs. Wolf was in there.
Hey, for real. Hey, man, the bass was loud on that thing, dog. So I tried to play it off, and it definitely killed her whole mood. I could tell because I'm over here. I get out the bathroom, I wash my hands and all that stuff because I'm a clean guy. But it was just the proximity of her bedroom to the bathroom is what kind of fucked up the whole vibe, man. It just
she was sitting there listening to you. She didn't see you in the same light no more.
Yeah, I blew that bathroom, dog, and I blew up all my chances. It went all down the toilet, all of it. So yeah,
she's also telling the same story when asked about her worst date.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she did.
And this Smokey the Bear looking motherfucker went into the bathroom.
I tore her bathroom the fuck up, bro. Hey man, I don't know about y'all, but that was the first time I probably used the bathroom and took my own self out of getting some draws, just like that.
So
hold on.
I've
So
done
wait.
that before.
So you come out the bathroom and like, what did she say?
She didn't say nothing, but I could tell that the whole mood was changed. Cause
Was she like this when you got up?
No, she did the lip pucker. The lip pucker on me. I saw it. I was like, I tried to play it off like, damn, like shit. But
see, I mean, I'm so competitive. If I was you, I would have looked at that as a challenge. I'm like, okay, now if I can still get it done after this, man.
Oh, I tried
that
to.
Was me. So
no. Oh, nah, bro. Trust me. I tried.
It's hard to kiss a girl when she like this.
That's a puppy. You have to run right into it.
That's easy. Nah, she just wasn't with it no more, dog. Like I can't cap, man. Some people like to be in denial that they act like they shit don't stink. I was like, I see why Shorty did one.
I get it.
Yeah, I get it. I understand.
You know what? I ain't even mad.
Dang, bro.
No, I wasn't even mad, dog. I'm just like, I was like, so after about 30 minutes of me trying to convince her to give me the skids and the smell was still lingering on, I was just like, man, I'll just see you at work. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll see myself out.
So okay, 2 questions. Did y'all ever hang out after that?
Oh no, she was done with me, dog.
and her whole clique.
Second question. What was her name?
Shit, I couldn't even tell you. It's so long ago, bro. That was like 05, bro. I wouldn't even know.
That's funny.
Dang, we all just told these stories from 2 decades ago.
Oh, because that's the last time I figured that I wouldn't try to get no skins on Taco Bell and liquor. So I learned my lesson.
Yeah, that was a terrible choice.
That was a terrible choice if you weren't doing anything. Like on a normal day when you just gonna be at home by yourself, that's still not a good decision.
Like you made the conscious decision to have Taco Bell for dinner. Okay, you are a reckless human being.
Well, what 19-year-old didn't think that Taco Bell was dinner, bro?
Oh no, I feel you, but I just don't.
Taco
think
Bell
Taco
is
Bell,
good after I'm already drunk.
I don't think that I like. Taco Bell is probably the last thing I would eat if I knew I was trying to be active that night.
Well, I didn't plan on it. She kind of like caught me off guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was already like in my twisted, eating munchies Taco Bell mode, and she kind of hit me up out the blue. And then I'm like, I was pursuing her for so long. I'm like, oh shit, this might be my chance. And then I fucked it up. So
flushed it down the toilet.
Flushed it right down.
No pun intended.
Nope, no, every pun intended. I flushed it all down the toilet. She didn't want shit to do with it, bro, man. I was like, God damn.
You see at work, you like, hey, she like,
yeah. hey, man.
You walk through the back, and everybody looking at you. I heard you got the stink butt.
Hey man, they say like, "Yo, what's up, Bubbles?" I was like, "What? Who you talking to?"
Me?
But I ain't seen nobody else around, so I guess he's just assuming that we're talking to me. Motherfuckers.
Ah, dang, man. Bones, I'm glad you're here, bro.
Man, I'm glad I am too. Praise be to Allah.
What about next week? You gonna be here next week?
I believe so.
Yeah, you sure?
I believe so. I believe I'll be showing up on a weekly basis.
The reason I'm asking is because the time you got here this week, we're usually already done.
Oh yeah, that's your fault though.
It's my fault that you got here at.
I would have been 15 minutes late for whenever you told me to get on. So if you told me to get on,
I told you 10 o'clock.
Right, I was there, and at 10 o'clock you said 20 minutes.
That's true.
And then at 20-minute mark, I was 15 minutes late for that.
So if I would have said 10, you would have been there at 10:15.
Exactly.
Why do you like that?
Do
I
you
don't know,
see?
man. I can't control it. Niggas gonna be niggas.
Thank you. I was ready to say, did you not see his skin tone? Do you not see that
Had my heart broken by this woman named Tammy, but hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy. You can't blame me. You should be preparing for this. Next time, tell me 9:45.
Okay, I would no next week. No, next week is
8:45.
Do you see that he's wearing a robe? Like, come on, what did you expect? A guy wearing a robe?
It feels great too.
He got that at the Holiday Inn 5 years ago.
This is because my wife got me this for Christmas because she likes to keep it extremely cold in my house. It feels like a refrigerator. Like it used to be wintertime and I would go outside in the morning to warm up.
Oh my.
All right, everybody. Next week's question is posted on the Facebook.
All right, cool.
That's a great idea, Chris. You're so smart. The version of Gandalf.
Was that things? Okay, I said. Thank you. I feel very accomplished by that. And for number one, I want to tell you that no one's ever came up to me and said that. So actually, I like to be roasted when it's original.
No, because I've always called you a dark-skinned Osama bin Laden. That's about it.
Damn.
Hey, Edward Scissor Lips.
What? What?
The more I never seen a chapstick he liked.
And I ain't never seen a car you couldn't break into with your fingers. So
we even.
Hey, trust me. Hey, Boney know who I call when I lock my keys in my car. I'm like, yo, Boney.
And I'm in there.
See?
Oh man. All right.
Shit.
So like Chris said, next week's question's on the page. If you're not a part of the page, what are you doing? Wake up. Stop being dumb. The Studley Show on Facebook. Like it, share it, comment, be active, like us, be part of the family. You don't have a choice. All right.
If you don't like us, you must like ugly though. Fuck everybody. We out. Spike Studley Show. That cool? We're gonna do that? Can that be the intro? The outro?
No.
It was good.
Why Mitch just do the same face as that girl that Lamar was with?
He did. I don't know. I worked really hard on that for the past 3 seconds.
The Studley Show on Facebook. Make sure you join it. Studley Show on Instagram, TikTok. Go ahead and give those a follow. What else is there?
The thing I just said. Say it.
Yeah. The outro.
Okay, Bones, you can do that, but you can do that.
Outro.
You can do that, but it has to be like the last thing. You know, you can't just do it before.
I mean, I didn't tell you to wait until after I did that to say your thing. You should have said it before.
Right, but also if you've been here the past 2 weeks, you would know how we end the show.
I do, but you didn't do the thing.
How do I end the show? How do we end the show, Bones?
The way you just did.
You do it.
Okay. If you don't like us, you must like ugly though.
No.
We just said.
No. Right, but that's not.
So how is that not how we end the show? You're stressing me out, Spike.
JoJo, tell everybody where they can find you.
All right, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Princess Joe 420, Instagram, Joe Squared. I don't think I have 420 on that one. And here on the Studley Show every Friday.
It gets better and better every week. Chris?
Thank you.
You can find me here on the Studley Show. You can catch me on Facebook, Instagram. You can catch me cruising around Charlotte. And
in the streets.
Yeah, in the streets. And on Twitch.
I'm just there. Everybody know where I be at.
Twitch at? What the
I just said it. Keyblade 0203.
Okay, no one heard that.
Bones, where can everybody find you?
You can find me on X, even though I don't never be there. But I be on X at Beast Mode Bones. I be on Instagram at Beast Mode Bones, even though I don't for real be using it. Snapchat at Beast Mode Bones, even though I don't for real be using it. Facebook at Beast Mode Bones, even though I don't for real be using it. Xbox Live, Beast Mode Bones.
About the relevant ones.
Blizzard, Beast Mode Bones. If you play World of Warcraft or Overwatch, Beast Mode Bones. What you call it? I'm missing something.
What Tel Aviv?
The new thing that's with Instagram. Beast Mode Bones. Threads, Beast Mode Bones. Cash App, Beast Mode Bones. You can find me.
I ain't mad at you, but this guy.
You can find me either under my fine ass wife or whipping my badass kids.
Lamar.
Man, catch me on the Twitter at Casey Wakamar. That's where everything I be at, because I got a lot of stuff going on. So just go to my Twitter. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. Corey said you about to give your Neopets account.
Beast Mode Bones. If anybody was wondering.
Hey,
yeah,
Bones,
you can find me. You can find me on Instagram.
Page. I know he do. He still got a Black Penny page.
Beast Mode Bones. MySpace too.
Christian Mingle.
Beast Mode Bones.
Club Penguin.
Beast Mode Bones.
Y'all can find me on Instagram, DJ Spike Studley. TikTok, The Studley Show. You can find me on Facebook at DM Mitchell. Again, we got the Facebook group, The Studley Show. Make sure you guys follow that group. We also have the community chat. Make sure you guys join that. And Bones.
Scared the shit out of me.
Bones.
Yo.
No, the outro that you want to do so damn bad.
If I was trying to, but you made me miss the upbeat. If you don't like us, you must like ugly, yo. Fuck everybody who ain't watching this. It's the Spike Studley Show. Beat me off.
See y'all next week.